Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Joe Henderson from Joe Henderson Disc Golf, and I am here today to show you Baker Park back 9. And first off, we're starting with hole 10, and it is 246 feet, and it is a blind hyzer. The basket is just behind on the left-hand side there, and it's just a blind hyzer. So let's see if we can park it and get a birdie. On this hole, I am throwing the Latitude 64 Grace. I'm hoping to just throw it straight at these trees out here and have it hyzer, skip, finish. All right, we've got a putt. Let's go cash it in. Whew. High rate chains, but we got it. Thank you, basket. So we have a birdie on hole 10. We're moving on to hole 11, just around this little path here. And it'll be a good one. This one's a little trickier because it is a little bit uphill, so you have to choose like an understable disc and try to throw it a little bit on an anhyzer to get the full flight. So let's see if we can make that happen. Hole 11, we are at 273 feet, par 3, and it's honestly straight at the top of the hill there, and there is a slight incline like I said before, so I usually try to throw something understable, have it either flip over or throw it on a little bit of an ante and have it carry and then finish to the left. So I'm throwing my Innova Sidewinder, and let's see if we can get it there. Oh, I think I gave it way too much. Wow, I was not expecting that. Definitely gave it way too much, but yeah, you get the idea. All right, I do have a little bit of a putt here, so let's see if I can cash it in. Didn't get the height, but easy 3. All right. Tap in 3 and moving on to 12. We are on hole 12. This is another blind hyzer, but kind of like a little bit of a tunnel shot. You definitely don't want to be on the left-hand side. It's like jail in there, and you definitely don't want to be on the right-hand side because that would be considered OB. So generally speaking, I either go for the buzz or the passion depending on how I'm feeling and depending what the wind is like. And I throw the passion kind of on a hyzer and try to just let it go straight and fade to the left, and the buzz I would just throw straight. So I'll try both actually and see which one I like more. First up, passion. That one a little bit hit my jacket, but I'm honestly fine with it. Gives me an opportunity for a jump putt, kind of in the open where I can still see the basket. Next up, the buzz. Again, not mad with it. Definitely wanted a little bit more hyzer on it, and I didn't put it on either of those discs, so that's my own bad, and we'll head up and see if I can make those putts. This is one of those holes that you want to get the birdie on, and here's where my buzz landed, which definitely is probably a good 10 feet closer, so. Guess I have to be satisfied with the par today, but that's okay. Moving on to the next one. Hole 13, and it's 204 feet. I'm throwing a forehand hyzer and just getting it straight up there. This disc is super beaten. This is my zone, and I'm just gonna throw it on a hyzer and hope that it just lands and floats straight to the basket. I might have made it through most of that. I think I'm just on the edge of that tree up there. So I thought that I was over, I thought I was over at this tree here, but it turns out that I actually got a little bit closer, probably a good like 30 feet closer, so I actually have a putt for a birdie, so let's go see if I can make it. There we go, that feels good. Nice. So now we're on hole 14, and this one is 242 feet. And the basket's literally behind this big tall tree you see right in the fairway. And so what I try to do is I throw a overstable disc on a sidearm, and I just try to skip it up into, there's like a little opening, and I try to skip it up into there. So hopefully I can get it to push straight enough and then skip up. There's a little bit of a headwind, so we'll see how we go with this. Oh, that's looking good. Come on, skip. Oh, I'm right on the edge of it. I think that should be a putt, but we'll have to see how it goes. So here's where I landed. They do make it tricky for you to like actually get into the opening, but it's hard to know, like, do I just spin it through there or do I step out? Have a little bit more there through that gap. Or, nah, that's not really an option. Like, I could lob something in there, but probably just do what I'm comfortable with, which is basically almost the splits. Oh, okay, player two. Oh, it's so close. It's always dependent on that. Right there, these logs make it so tricky to get in, but usually the forehand just skips right through. Okay, so we are at hole 15. It's 267 feet. I throw my destroyer on a forehand hyzer, try to have it skip in. The basket's kind of tricky to see on this one. If you look down the fairway there, you can see there's two long, like the tallest tree kind of right there. It's just to the right of that. So there's like a little tree hole cove thing. I don't know, there's like a little central spot that has a clearing, and that's where the basket is. Oh, that should actually be, oh no. I think I pushed it a little long, dang. Wanna try another one. It's so good when it gets there. Might try my Grace. My Latitude 64 Grace on a forehand, a little bit of hyzer. Oh yeah. That's the one. All right, I should be at the pin. That one looked really, really good. So something that I've been trying to like narrow down for myself is figuring out what is my best tool in my game and how can I use that to my advantage. So for me, I would say my sidearm approaches are probably one of my best tools in my game. And I'm about to throw one coming up potentially, so we'll see if that actually rings true. But yeah, I would just love to know, what is one of your best tools in your game, and what is something that you have been working on for so long and you've finally gotten it to a point where you're like, yes, I am like perfect at this, or not perfect, but like this is my craft, like this is my shot. What is that for you? What's your tool in your game? Let me know in the comments below. This is where my first shot landed, and hoping just to throw like a little flex Annie sidearm. Definitely gonna have to stretch out a little bit. There's a line though, I see it. There we go. The touch of the flex forehand. But yeah, let me know, what is your best tool in your game? Because I feel like everyone has something that they are, even if you're just a beginner at disc golf, I feel like everyone has something in their game. Maybe it's putting, maybe it's like, you can throw a really good anhyzer or whatever it is, but everybody has something, and try to focus on that. Make that a part of your game. Let me know what it is. I'm interested. Latitude 64 Grace. Wow. This is the shot. This is like literally, yeah. That was my first shot with the Grace and parked. It looks so good. So let's see if I can get that birdie, and then I'll tap in my actual par. That was a clean putt. Awesome. So yeah, I love this hole actually. It used to be that the fairway was right here and the tee pad was right behind, and you'd have to go like straight through this tunnel here. And I would always, and here's the old pin right here. And I would always just forehand around all of that stuff and just like get a sidearm here. Now it's pushed back into this little cove like I was talking about, like this little clearing, and it makes it so much harder to get the 2, but when you do, you feel like, wow, I earned that. It feels really good. Okay, we're at hole 16. This is a 413 foot par 3, and it is a decent tunnel through, just straight through. You can see the end of the tunnel, you can see the basket. And this hole is so hard, but I think I figured out a way to kind of eliminate all of this, because for me, I don't have a 413 foot straight shot, so I've learned that for me, the best tool is to go forehand with my destroyer and put it up a little bit of a flex line, put it up, and it usually rides over all of that stuff and lands kind of like past all of those bushy shrub things. So I'll throw that, and then we can see if I want to throw another one. Oh man, get there. Yeah, I think I'm good. I find that eliminates all of the nonsense that's in there that you could get stuck in. And like if you go any amount right, you're in jail, and it's just so hard to get out of. Usually a par on this one is birdie for me. So it definitely ended up shorter than I normally do on this shot. Normally end up like somewhere over here, like in that area, anywhere in that like open area. Don't think I've ever been behind one of these before, but I'll probably end up having to stretch out or do some sort of step out shot. So I'm thinking I want the zone, because usually I throw a hyzer to the basket, but yeah, we'll see. Sweet, actually, that worked out really well. Okay, cool. I was nervous about the 3 there after being behind the tree, but I think we got it. Felt good. This is not an ad for grip equipment bags, but it's a bag so comfortable you don't even want to take it off. So here we go. And I did get it close. That was awesome. That hole feels so good to par. And I've only had one look at birdie on this hole ever in all of playing. So hole 17, we are 327 feet to the pin, and it's just down there. You can see it. You don't want to go right. There's a ton of OB, or like not OB, but it's just jail in there. Really hard to get out of. You could throw a forehand, which I might actually attempt after. I don't usually throw a sidearm up there, but I'm gonna go backhand and just try to throw it flat and have it hyzer out a little bit. Get out of that. No. Danger. There we go. Whew. Not how I would like to get it, but it happened, and that's life. Hole 18, 156 feet. It is the shortest hole on the course, and it's literally just right there. And usually I throw a backhand understable disc, a fierce usually, or I'll throw a sidearm with a zone and have it just skip up to the basket. So I'm gonna throw both, but I'll throw the backhand first because it's something that I'm currently working on getting better at, so. All right, so I cleared the entire tunnel, but I threw it too long. Next up, we are gonna do the zone, and let's see if I can get that there. Oh, good kick. Lucky tree. Definitely didn't deserve it, but I got the good tree kick. Oh, threw it at the cameraman. Oops, sorry about that, Cam. And that is a wrap. Hole 18, the whole back 9 all completed there for you. And I hope you really enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make, and this is one of my favorite courses in Calgary, and I hope that you are able to come visit it too. Take care, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!